Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, and yeah. Today is Wednesday, December 29. How's your December? And in today's video, as I said yesterday, every day of the week we are trying to create a charting news and outlook on different sector of the market, wherein kahapon is ang diniscuss natin is about commodities. We have checked some of the news and trading opportunities on the chart, and today or every Wednesday we are going to try to create a content wherein we are going to discuss about forex market, and and specifically we call it forex Wednesday. And if you'll notice, we are doing this live as usual on a daily basis. And yeah, so since we are going to have some of the news and charting session about forex market, so I have prepared 4, but actually this is just 3, and aside from the charting na gagawin natin. So hopefully we could have a summary and a quick rundown on different forex pairs, but I'm sure we will going to cover the major pairs or pairs that we have. And I found also a trade setup for one of the major pair, which is the USD/CHF, or the US dollar versus the Swiss franc. And for we also have the two news for today, which is the AUD/JPY climbs on positive COVID news and better sentiment. The next one is Biden considering Sarah Bloom Raskin to serve as top banking regulator at Fed. And then we are going to look the forex economic calendar. So hopefully, although we we are on the a few days before the end of 2021. So let's start with the first news. We have here the AUD/JPY climbs on positive COVID news and better sentiment. So this is actually from the website Forex Factory. So if you could, if you would like to get all of the details about this news, you could head to this website, and they provide different news on a stream, so every update. But I have noticed that they just get different content or news from different sources. And today we have AUD/JPY, as I said, that climbs on positive COVID news and better sentiment. So the holiday period is a traditionally low volatility period for forex, even as the Santa rally in equities plays out. The broader market tone is constructive, guided by generally positive Omicron headlines. This is seeing the safe haven yen underperform, while seasonal tendencies look to kicking in as the dollar struggles to find a conclusive bid against the rest of the G10 currencies. Meanwhile, the Aussie continues to make gains and is the leading major in December. So I also noticed this week that AUD pairs give a bullish chart, and I actually traded on I got some of the trade, I think Monday, on some of the AUD pair. However, I also closed them after a few hours to lock some gains. So to continue, we wrote at the start of the month about AUD/JPY traditionally being seen as FX risk gauge, The classic safe haven yen currency is paired with a risk-sensitive Aussie. That said, we do note that a strong positive correlation with the S&P 500 has decoupled this year with the non-stop rise in US equity markets. So let's see later on the chart if we can still AUDJPY is still on the climb based on the daily chart. So again, based we stream, or here in RAFX we covered mostly the daily chart on every market that we cover. And yeah, later we are going to check AUDJPY, so at least we could verify if this news is still valid, if AUDJPY is still on an uptrend. So yung susunod na titingnan natin is about the Fed news, wherein Biden considering Sarah Bloom Raskin to serve as top banking regulator at Fed. President Biden is considering Sarah Bloom Raskin for a top role at the Federal Reserve as part of a slate of 3 nominees for central bank board seats, according to people familiar with the matter. The administration is eyeing Raskin, a former Fed governor and former Treasury Department official, to become the central bank's vice chairwoman of supervision. The government's most influential overseer of the American banking system, the people said. Biden is also considering 2 economists for other Fed board seats that will soon be vacant. Lisa Cook, a professor of economics and international relations at Michigan State University, and Philip Jefferson, a professor and an administrator at Davidson College in North Carolina. So I think as the past news have yung napansin natin is si Jerome Powell would still stay as the Federal Reserve's head, but this 2 position would be great assignments for these 3 different persons in the Fed. So Raskin's nomination could mollify progressive Democrats, some of whom opposed Biden's decision in November to offer a second term to Fed chairman, so Jerome Powell, a Republican first chosen for the top job by former President Trump. They have called for the Fed to take a tougher stance in regulating big banks and bolder approach in addressing financial risks posed by climate change. Senator Elizabeth Warren, a Massachusetts Democrat, has signaled to the White House she would support either Raskin or Richard Cordray, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's first confirmed director, who also has been under consideration for the Fed's banking regulator post. So I think I'm not sure if this would be of great impact on the forex market. However, I would still focus my trading in the coming months and weeks, especially in 2022, to monitor the effect of inflation on the currency pair. So most of the analysts is seeing the decline or the continuous decline quote of the US dollar. However, we could see that the chart or the dollar index is still continue its climb. So we'll see kung yung inflation ba is mag-continue, and of course sabi nga natin kahapon that would had it should, or in the past, inflation would greatly affect the price of gold and other metals. And yeah, so for the forex market, let's see if the interest rate would continue to rise the price of the US dollar. Okay, so for today's economic calendar, so for this week, so if you notice, this is the week dated from December 26th to January 1st, and the calendar is very clean. So wala tayong major activity sa ating economic calendar this week, kasi nga as you all know, we are on almost few days of 2021. So maybe next week, let's see if meron tayong mga economic calendar na isasali natin sa ating Forex Wednesday. Okay, so let's check the USD CHF trade setup. So meaning I include this one as my personally I've seen a trade opportunity sa USD CHF na pair. So check natin. Okay, so this is the chart of dollar Swiss pair, and if you look into the from 2019, the price of USD CHF is on a downtrend, as shown by this white downtrend line. However, at the start of 2021, meron tayong nakitang bullish divergence. So ito yung bullish divergence natin. Ayan. And then yung kanyang oscillator, which is in this case ang gamit nating oscillator is yung ating RSI. So this is dated back on January 2021. It turned out and created a uptrend up until now. So nasaan yung nakita nating opportunity as a good trading opportunity for USD CHF. So if you notice, the price is near the trend line. So ito yung kumbaga yung magandang swing na gagawin natin. So the plan or the trade plan is to trade or to buy USD CHF as near as possible on this trend line, and at least sell or take the profit near the resistance, which is in this case the 94,588 price. So yun yung trade opportunity na nakikita natin. However, let's see kung saan yung optimal na price and stop loss natin. So basically, what I do or how I trade is this one. For the daily, I go down to the hourly chart and see if there is a consolidation and a good support wherein yun yung gagawin nating basis. And eto, naka-plot na siya sa ating this green line here is the entry point na pwede natin gawin, and the red line is the calculated stop loss na ating for this trade. And again, the yellow one na nakita natin sa ating daily chart is that's the price target for this trade. So since we are going to calculate the stop loss, which is in this case this is 91560, so usually ang ginagawa ko dyan is gumagamit tayo ng ATR na indicator. So how we use that is maybe I could I would show you the Okay. Let me see kung meron pa ba tayong isa. So let me create a window first for the position size. Okay, so this is just a quick one. So this is the magic on. We can just duplicate this and name it position size, and then this is name as the sizing. So let's see kung pwede ba. Ayan. So using the chart natin kanina, so kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung ating so ang trading view is this one would or should have this so let's erase that one, and then let's add a window capture sizing, and find that position size window. Tingnan natin kung so the order is move up. So eto namang ating paano nga ba yun, scaling. So the objective of this one is to show you how we yan, tingnan nga natin kung nandun ba. Okay, so dito if you'll notice sa ating trade logs, in the coming weeks I'll maybe I would show you guys on why I use this position size, or actually this is just the stop loss calculator most of the time. Okay, so ayan. So earlier today, yung ating sabi ko nga kanina for USD CHF na trade plan natin sa daily, okay, uptrend siya, and we are trying to capture that wave or swing, etong swing na to from this trend line up to that yellow horizontal ray. And in order to calculate the position size, we use the ATR indicator, wherein gagamitin natin is yung value na 0077. So 0077 siya kaninang umaga. And yeah. So kung mapapansin mo doon sa ating position size na view natin, so that is the ATR is 00077, and then ang ginamit nating close or entry SNR is yung 91675. So 91675 tingnan natin kung nasaan yan. 91675 is, I think, 91675. Yan. So that is yung ginamit natin na pinaka-base ng ating stop loss. And using the .excel na pinakita ko kanina, based on those two input, so ang dalawang input natin is yung ATR and the close entry. Meron tayong 91560 na stop loss. Ayan, so that's why we come up with that number. So it depends on how you calculate the position size. So in my case, ang pinaka-simple na pwede mong gamitin is yung trading view itself. Check natin kung how we can do that. So sa trading view, ang pinakamadali mong gagawin is very simple. You could just show the trading window, and then ito yung ating limit order. So ang stop loss natin is, let's say, 915. So 91560. So for simplicity of this discussion, so kunyari ang risk na gagawin natin is $10. Okay? And the price na gusto nating kunin is yung green, which is 916.92. So that means na kailangan mong bumili ng 6,000 units of USD JPY base stop loss mo na 91560 at sa limit order mo na 91692. So ito yung mga values na kailangan mo lang gamitin, diba? So meaning kung ma-hit yung stop loss mo, it would you would get a loss of $10. So however, if kunyari let's say ang ating target is that one, which is in this case 945.88. So it would give you a profit of 219, diba? $219. So that's a very good risk reward ratio. But it doesn't mean that it will go straight from current level up to the target price. So meaning medyo remember that this is based on this chart. So ayan, so ganun lang kasimple yung gagamitin mo. So hopefully this trade idea gave you on how you would calculate your stop loss and your sizing. So maybe we could include that in the next or in the future trade opportunities that we could create. Okay, so let's get back to our presentation. So in this case, we are going to review different pair. So of course, since this is a forex trades, it is always a good idea to look the dollar index first before moving on to the other pairs. So ang isa sa titingnan natin sa minor pairs is yung AUD JPY, and of course we are going to cover the major pairs, which is the Euro USD and AUD USD, GBP USD, and so on and so forth. So let's do that today. Okay. So still for dollar index, I would still be a buyer on this one, and currently it's been consolidating from, or at the start of since November 16. Ito yung nasa consolidation pa rin tayo. But for me, a trade idea for me for US dollar, if you are trading, or the index would be, we are going to see or wait for the price to get back or to retrace near the 95.56 level, or it would break the this consolidation here. So pag na-break niya yan, what we could do is wait for a pullback or a retest, and then see if that would push the price back to this level, so which in this case would be at 97.816 as the price target. Okay, so let's check for the AUD USD pair. Same, basically we could have a good look into this pair by at least looking back up to 2019. So we could see a price, a good view of the price. So in this case, the red horizontal line is still the support, and currently it is on the decline. So meaning ang pinaka pwede natin gawing or trade idea here is look for a short trade. So nasaan yung short trade na pwede natin gawin dyan is either ma-break yung red horizontal line, or if yung presyo niya is magba-bounce or mauuntog dito sa downtrend na to, sa descending triangle. Okay, so for GBP USD, let's see if merong kaibahan. Look for the 2019, and so for GBP USD, it's the same. I would still be a short seller for this one. Saan yung short na titingnan natin? That would be on this horizontal line here. That would be the support, which is the 1.31837 na price, or kung kakaroon ng resistance dito sa ating descending downtrend na line. Okay, but if of course kung mabe-break naman itong level na to, that would be a breakout or a break of the structure. That would be a start or a beginning of a new trend. So let's see if that would which of those trade idea will materialize in the coming weeks or going forward to 2022. So yeah, so keep watching us every Wednesday, so I could give you an update on this pair. So for USD JPY naman, let's see. Okay, so currently an uptrend. We're still on an uptrend, and as I said, the for USD JPY, ang trade idea here is to wait for the price to go back or to retrace into that trend line on that uptrend. Okay, so that would be a very good swing trade na pwede natin gawin. So in the meantime, our next pair is NCD USD. So the Kiwi dollar is in consolidation. So for me, wala siyang direction, but a trade could be made kapag na-break etong resistance na yan. You could go long and have a target of at least or here in 0.71 617. Another trade idea na pwede natin gawin is kapag nag-break uli siya or nag-break down dito sa ating horizontal line. Ayan. So kapag nag-break siya dyan, ang pwede mo namang gawin is of course short it and a price target of, let's say, 65281, and then you can calculate the risk reward ratio based on your stop loss kung okay ba yung short na yan. So maybe we could have, or if the chart would show us those trade idea in the coming days, in the coming weeks, then we'll do it. Okay. Next is Euro USD. So for Euro USD, it's almost the same with Kiwi dollar. So it's still on the consolidation, and actually it has maybe it's a valid double bottom, and the trade idea could be wait for a reversal candle on that horizontal line, which is the 1.12355 na price, or a breakout on the 1.13673 price. So ayan, so pwede tayong mag-bounce dito sa horizontal, or pwede naman kapag nag-break and kapag nag-retest, then we could do a long on this one. So another one is the third trade idea na pwede mong gawin is kapag na-break atong level na to. So that means that this good support here is broken, then it's a good candidate to short for the Euro USD. Okay, so of course the USD CHF na diniscuss natin kanina, which is a valid trading opportunity based doon sa calculations ng stop loss natin, price target na ipinakita ko sa inyo kanina. Okay, so you could watch that. So for those who just tune in, na pwede nyong balikan kung paano natin kinalculate yung kanyang stop loss, yung entry point, and then yung ating price target. So yeah, I think the last pair na i-promise ko is doon sa ating news kanina na nag-climb ang AUD-JPY. So kung mapapansin mo, etong mga AUD pairs natin nagre-recover, but noticeably ang mapapansin natin dito is etong AUD JPY na pair. So that's the AUD JPY na pair. Ayan. So nag-break out yung AUD JPY sa level na 82.45. However, this is a sign of weakness. Ayan, yung weak. But of course, tingnan natin. Let's observe kung etong price na ito, that support would hold. So meaning pwede kasi siyang nag-break out and a retest, and then we could see a good price target of at least 85.735. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for today's chart, and as part of our daily broadcast as well, we have a closing inspiration from Mark Minervini. So I like this tweet from him wherein he said that trading isn't complex, people are. We make trading more difficult than it needs to be by adding emotions like hope, greed, and regret into the equation. So the key is to remove all the unnecessary moving parts until you are down to the shortest distance between you and your goal. So I am also, I am not actually saying that those using many indicators in their chart 1, 2, 3, 5 and so on to do their trades, I'm not against them as long as they're making money. That's fine, and I think every trader started on using a an indicator. But as you notice, ang ginagamit lang natin na we keep the chart clean and simple. So kasi nga as we realize as we move or we gain experience in this business, I noticed that a very simple chart and a very clean chart would bring me madali lang siyang i-analyze, and I could build my system on that very simple chart. Okay, so again, in addition to this one, ang pinaka-importanting tatlo lang kasi based on my knowledge or study, tatlo yung pinaka-main concern: the risk management, the trading psychology, and the trading system na ginagamit mo. So for the trading system, actually that's the third least important. The risk management and the psychology, those are the major two important in trading. So hopefully we could share information on those in the coming days. And yeah, and okay, so that's it for today's broadcast on the forex market. I hope you could try to check those chart and those news na isinare natin, and especially the trading opportunity that I shared with the USD CHF pair kanina. Okay, so I'll see you, thanks everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.